What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Dev, and I just want to thank you guys so much before we jump into today's video for all the support that you guys have been showing this new channel, Building Wealth with Dev. Guys, this has been so much fun to do, and I'm just so excited because we're going to change so many lives through this channel. Now, guys, in the last video, we talked about if I was starting from zero, how I would go from zero to being wealthy all over again, guys. And I really enjoyed making that video. But this video, I already knew this was coming, but you know, we got the people that are like, okay, Devin, I just don't make enough to invest yet. So this video is going to be to you. If you feel like you are in a situation where you are just not earning enough money yet to invest, we're going to look at what a small investment can turn into over a 40-year period. So I'm 25 years old. Normal retirement age is between 60 and 67 years old. So if I invest from 25 years old to 65, how much do I need to invest in order to retire, right? So I know that mind state because I've been there before. Man, it just doesn't seem like I'm making enough income to be able to turn around and invest anything. What should you do in that situation? Well, this is what we're going to talk about in today's video. So guys, let's jump in. Okay. You got a good job and you're making $40,000 a year. $40,000 a year after taxes equates to probably around $2,400, maybe $2,600 a month. Right now, I know your situation. You got bills, you got bills, you got bills. You got rent you got to pay. You got a car payment you got to pay. You got childcare you got to pay. You got to give food. You got so many bills. You got your cell phone bill. I get it. What happens if you invested $100 every single month from the time you're 25 to the time you're 65? 40 years. Yes, you see it correct. That is going to be over $800,000 if you invest that money in a standard S&P 500 fund, guys, and it follows the market and it averages somewhere right around 10 to 11%, guys. You're going to have over $800,000. Now, let's say you're able to squeeze a little bit more room out of your budget and you're able to get up to $250, right? You can invest $250 into that every single month. For 40 years, you're going to invest that into the standard S&P 500, following the market through its bumps, through the roller coasters, and it's going to average somewhere between 10 and 11%. Yes, you're reading that number correctly, guys. It is over $2 million that you could have if you invest $250 a month into the standard S&P 500 over the next 40 years. Now let's up the number a little bit. Let's say you're a high achiever and let's say, you know what, you're going to take investing serious, and investing is something that you're going to make a priority in your life, right? $500 a month. $500 invested in the S&P 500 over a 40-year time period could potentially grow to over $4 million by the time you retire. Now, let me ask you a question. Why aren't you investing again? I got to ask you that question because you're not getting any younger. The reality is every year that you wait to start investing, your investments will not grow to as much. I don't want you living paycheck to paycheck for the rest of your life. Paycheck to paycheck is no fun. I've been there. I've done it. It's not an enjoyable lifestyle. And I sure as heck don't want you living that lifestyle now in your 20s or your 30s and be forced to live that lifestyle in your 60s, 70s, or 70s until you pass away, guys. That's not the American dream. The American dream is to live good now and to live good or better later. And one of the ways you can do that is to start investing. So I don't want to hear any more, "Ooh, I don't make enough to start investing," because let's not start talking about those bills that you have. Oh, that car in the driveway that costs you $350 a month, plus another $200 in gas every month, plus another $200 in insurance. The number has gotten so big, I don't even know it anymore. Or wait, what about all those subscriptions that you have? You got Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, Paramount, HBO, Showtime. You got them all, but you have nothing saved for retirement. You're spending $100 a month on subscriptions, but you can't put $100 a month into your future. It makes no sense. There's no such thing as I don't make enough, because you can always make a little bit more. You can make $100 a month by going to deliver pizza 2 nights a week. But you ain't gonna do it because you good on that. You don't wanna, we live in a talk society. Everybody says they want to start investing. Everybody says that they want to go to the next level in their life. But the reality is, very few of us choose to do anything with the resources that God blesses us with. We all have access to tools. You see these tools behind me? These are books that I paid for with my hard-earned money. And I've taken the time to read them with my precious time. And those books have allowed me to earn a lot of money through investing. We say that we want to invest. We say that we want to do better. But when I'm like, hey, check out this book. Oh man, Okay. So the excuse of not having enough money to start investing, that's not an excuse anymore. After watching this video, I never want you to think you don't have enough money to start investing. Now, you may not be able to go out and buy a $100,000 property right now as an investment property, because let's run through that number, right? Because this is what I see every day. I got so many people who come up to me, hey, damn, man, I want to get down, man. I want to start investing in real estate like you. I want to own all the properties. I want thousands of dollars a month of passive income, man. I want to do it big, man. I want a Harley Davidson street glide. I want a Gixxer 1000. I want a nice car. I want wifey to drive a nice car. I get it. I do. I really relate to you because at one point that was me. I wanted all those things as well. And now I have them, right? God has blessed me. And that's why I'm blessing you back with this knowledge, right? Let's be clear, right? But those rental properties come with a lot of sacrifice. Let's take an example. You buy a $100,000 house. If you're not planning on living in that home, you're gonna have to put up 20% down to fund that property, right? As a down payment. So 20% of $100,000, right? Which is a very cheap house in most cities in the United States. You can't even buy a house for $100,000. So I'm talking in my market, right? $100,000 house, 20% down, $20,000, right? On top of that, most likely a $100,000 house is gonna need some repairs. You probably gonna have to get in there and paint. You might have to get in there and put some new flooring in. Guess what? We had about $5,000, $10,000 already just with those two things. Now you can get in there and do some of the work, save some money there, but there's still expenses, guys. What if the house needs an air conditioner unit? That's $3,500 right off the bat. If it needs a new furnace, another $2,000 or $3,000. There's expenses related to investing in real estate. So for one property, right? Because I get it. Everybody wants to buy a piece of real estate and make $500 a month every month for doing nothing, passive income. I get it, right? I get it. I've done it, right? With several properties. I'm with it. I believe in you. I want you to achieve that. But if I can't get you to invest $100 a month, $1,200 a year, what makes you think you're ready to handle the responsibility of saving up $25,000, $30,000 to be able to purchase that $100,000 property and fix it up to be able to rent it out to a great tenant and to be able to provide a safe, affordable house for that amazing tenant? The reality is this. If you want to change your future, the change starts now. If you don't want to change your future, keep doing what you're doing. You know, it's not working, clearly, because you're not where you want to be, right? You're not where you want to be. You don't want to be driving a car that's falling apart. You don't want to be living in a house that you don't want to live in, right? You don't want to be living in a neighborhood you're not trying to be in, right? You're not trying to be working a job that you hate. I get it. But until you start making some changes today, until you start educating yourself, until you start investing into yourself, nothing's gonna change. And that dream of one day being able to own all these properties and to do this and do that, the reality is this. It takes hard work, guys. Hard work for years. Hard work, sacrifice. You're gonna hustle your face off, man. Sometimes I'll be like, oh my gosh, this stuff is crazy. But guess what? I'm addicted to the results, guys, because once God showed me that he trusted me and he trusted me with a little bit more, oh my God, guys, I couldn't stop. And I'm addicted to it, guys. I'm addicted to the success. I want the same for you. But I want you to know that there's no excuses on this side of the road here. You do make enough to start investing. You may not make enough to be able to save $20,000 for your first investment property, but you do make enough to be able to save a couple $1,000s to put down on your first house to live in, right? And to start building your investments that way. You do make enough to put $100 a month into the standard S&P 500 for 40 years. And that's going to turn into what, guys? If it averages 11%. And again, there's no guarantees. What if it's half that? What if it doesn't do 860,000? What if it did 430? That's still way more than you got today, right? So guys, there's no excuse. You do make enough to start investing right there where you are at right now. I don't care what your financial position is. Start putting a little aside. Start getting into the habit, because this is what's going to happen. God's going to see your efforts. God wants abundance for all of us, guys. And he's going to see, okay, I see you. I see you putting $100. I'm going to bless you with another 100 every month, and I'm going to see what you do with it. Are you going to put that second 100 to work? Or are you going to spend that second 100 on some stuff you don't need? You going to go buy a new purse just cuz. You going to go buy a pair of new shoes just cuz, right? You going to go buy new clothes just cuz. You going to go sign up for a new car payment just cuz. Or you going to put that extra 100 to work and change your life. And then he's going to bless you with a little bit more. And he's just going to watch you. Because what God does, I've realized, is he won't give us more than we can handle. And a lot of times, he won't give us what we ask for right when we ask for it. I remember when I first started investing, I was like, God, I'm ready. I need 25 or I need 50 properties. God, I'm so happy. God knew that I couldn't handle 25 or 50 properties at the moment that I started investing in real estate. Now, could I manage that now? Yes, I probably could, right? It would take a lot of hard work, but I'm sure I could handle it. But when I was first starting out, when I had no money and I was just getting my feet wet in the industry, come on, really? So you're asking God to bless you with a big bag. You're asking God for that promotion. You're asking God for this. You're asking God for that. But the reality is this: God is watching you with what you have. Are you being faithful over the little bit that you do have? Are you investing $50, $100 a month? And if you are, guess what? God is watching you. He's seeing that, and he's going to turn that into more and more and more. And eventually, you might be at that point where you're investing $500, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, whatever the case, every single month, right? But for now, be faithful over the few. Learn to budget. We're going to do a video on budgeting here in the near future. We're going to talk about why a budget is so important. The reason you don't have any money left over to invest is because you spend it all. You don't have a budget. Budget, what is that? The reality is this: if you don't have any money left over at the end of your month to invest, you never will invest, and you'll be living paycheck to paycheck for the remainder of your life. And that's not what I want for you. You do make enough money to invest, and I believe in you. If nobody in your family ever believed in you, I believe in you. I believe you can change your life, because guess what? I'm one of the few people in my family that has changed their life, right? So I believe that you can too. Let's do it together. Always remember, when God is in it, there is no limit. Your dream life is out there. You just got to go get it. Quit making excuses, man. Come on, let's go. Let's go get it. We'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.